Hey everybody, it's Jody here, and it has been a minute since I have done one of these. Now, those of you who know me personally know that there's been a lot going on with my family over the last 3 or 4 years in terms of my parents' health and my sister's health. So I'm down here in Florida. I'm from Kentucky, and my sister's been battling cancer the last 3 or 4 years. My parents' health has declined. They're now in a assisted living, and I have been just traveling a lot with all of that. And at the end of 2025, my sister passed away from cancer. And so I had on my mind this concept of time, not necessarily to talk about it in a podcast or anything like that, just thinking about time because my sister passed away. She's only 60 years old, and my parents outlived her because of this disease that she had. And thinking about time, one of the things that kind of struck me was as her health declined, and we were there a week before November, or I'm sorry, a week before Thanksgiving, and she was pretty normal, but we knew that her health, her cancer had spread, and we knew that she was going to decline. We were back the very next week for Thanksgiving, and it was all she could do to get up and to get her own food and then just right back to the couch. And then she passed away on December 8th. And her decline just was really, really fast. And, I was thinking through that process as we were thinking, it's like, wow, like time is just such a strange thing. And just a few days ago, week or two ago, was working on our presentation that we have for how we went out of network with insurance, or we have a presentation called The Secrets of Going Out of Network with Insurance. And we share some things with the audience that we did that we think probably most people aren't teaching you when it comes to going out of network with insurance. And these particular secrets were the things that really helped us go out of network with insurance as painlessly as possible. And the concept of time came up in that presentation. And we talk about how back in 2005, we had been in Florida for a couple years. I had left we had been in Florida for a couple years. I was with my company that I had been with for the last several years, and the company reorganized. And in 2005, they said, we're going to need you to move to Ohio because we're reorganizing. And I was like, I don't want to do that. Melanie was unhappy in the moment of where she was at. And we decided that we would just kind of get together. We would build a dental practice. I would take what I know and build into the practice so that the culture would be built there. And then hopefully it would be a type of practice that would bring her joy. So that's what we did. And then we had kids. And then the next thing you know, it's 10 years later, and I'm still just kind of managing her practice long enough so that I can get back to my career. And it dawned on me one day, I've been here 10 years. I don't think I'm getting back to my career. I don't think I'm going to go get that next dream job after taking 10 years off of just working in the dental practice with Melanie. And that's whenever I said, hey, we need to sit down and come up with a plan. And that's part of that whole presentation that we share in the Going Out of Network program, or Going Out of Network presentation. So here's the thing that I want to share with you about time. I told you the story about my family because I just had time on my mind. But then as I began to work on this presentation, I went back in time to that time and realized that 10 years, and this is the point, this is what I really want you to hear. 10 years went by where I worked with Melanie thinking I'm going to help her get this thing started and built and get the culture built so that this practice brings her joy. 10 years later, I was still there. I never really dove into the practice like, yes, I'm going to be the practice manager. I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. No, I came in and said, I'm going to help Melanie with this for a while. 10 years later, it dawned on me, I don't think I'm going back to the corporate world. It's time to make a plan. So we went from 2006 when we opened the practice to somewhere around 2015, 16. I don't really remember exactly. Maybe even been 2014, may have been a little less than 10 years. That period of time, we didn't have a plan. And it went like that. And the point is, and I've seen these business sayings or memes or posts that talk about you start today. My old boss used to have a plaque on his desk and it said, viciously attacking a mediocre plan today is far better than waiting until you have the perfect plan. And the point is that while we were a really great dental practice back then, we didn't have a plan. And so for 10 years, we just did what we did, saw patients. We did a good job. Patients loved us, but we didn't take ourselves from here to there because we never defined there. So we just kind of did this. And if we would have had the plan, we would have been out of network with insurance many years ago. We would have done things totally different, but we just didn't. And it was, 8, 9, 10 years. And the point with this whole thing is to say, if you're in a dental practice or any type of business and you're the decision maker or owner, you don't know what to do, or you're kind of just going along, feel like the waves are taking you. What I want to tell you is to stop, call time out, get away from your office, go somewhere. Where we're in Florida, take the day off, go to the beach. Take a week off, go to the beach. If you're in Colorado, go up in the mountain, go wherever you are, wherever you need to get away, and sit down and identify, who do you want to be in your dental practice? Who do you want your dental practice to be? What do you need to do to get there? What is missing in that? Just really design the practice that you want, because every single day that you don't have a plan, or every single day that you're not that you're not working towards a plan, is time you can't get back. That's just time that you're putting in to take you nowhere. So my point is to simply say, time goes by fast, and it goes by faster than you think. And if you don't have a plan, just stop what you're doing, even if it's not the perfect plan, but create a plan of where you want to be. Do you want to be fee for service? Do you want to have associates? Do you want to, whatever it is, as soon as you lock that in, then you will start working towards making that happen. But if you don't have that vision, or you don't have that plan or that goal, then you're just going to come in and see patients every day and not lead you to anywhere other than the revenue you make for the day. And so that's what I wanted to share with everyone for this particular episode. I also want to say it's now January 2026. I wish everyone a very happy new year, and I wish that, or hope for you to have a very prosperous and happy and joyful 2026 as well. So any comments, any questions you have, always feel free to reach out to me. I love interacting with people and answering questions about how we did things in our journey through private practice dentistry to get out of network. So thanks, guys.